judiciary today needs a total overhaul. And you cannot do it without a new constitution. I have about 3 cases myself filed in respect of matters arising from the university. Do you know, for the past 4 years, these cases have been on. We have some judges here. The High Court has not been able to sit for many months. Why? Because they are handling what they call election petitions. Election petitions should not be handled by sitting judges. They should be decided only by committee set up consisting of senior advocates and retired judges.
Aare Afe Babalola, the founder of the world-class tertiary institution, Afe Babalola University, Ado Ekiti, is undoubtedly a man who has distinguished himself in legal practice, rising from the bottom of the ladder to its pinnacle. Afe Babalola has been at the Nigerian bar for over 60 years. At the age of 96, he is at the twilight of his life and expecting to bequeath to his family, legal associates, enterprises, associations and partnerships across the globe his hard-earned lifetime reputation as a man who positively affected legal practice, education, medicine, industry, and philanthropy.
We are just a few of those who are lucky, you see, to pass through the chambers. Many are still there. Those of us who are out are benefiting today by the great name he has made and the learning we all got under him.
Dele Farotimi's publication on Afe Babalola is, without mincing words, a destructive blow to the good name that Afe Babalola had earned from his 96 years of sojourn on Mother Earth. It is in this regard that the position of Afe Babalola should be understood.
We issue a statement of apology, retracting those offensive words that Chief Babalola corrupted the Supreme Court justice and the judiciary in its entirety, that he corrupted them, that he never meant that. It's as simple as that. If he has evidence that he corrupted the Supreme Court, let him come and tender it in the court of law.
Certainly, legal practice in Nigeria predates Afe Babalola's birth. It is also incontrovertible that rumors of corruption in the judiciary existed before Babalola's entry into the legal profession. Dele Farotimi's allegation that Afe Babalola corrupted the judiciary is an unprofessional, reckless statement, obviously born out of bias and malice. It is hard to believe that a lawyer who was called to the bar after 6 years of legal education would publish and defiantly profess in the media the defamatory content of his book without any reservation.
I detailed his corruptive influence in my book, Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System.
Law and activism are certainly not synonymous. If anything, the law should be a guide to activism. Activism will never erase or replace the essence of the law. Farotimi's utterances before his arrest in Lagos speak more of activism than any recourse to law. His pre-arrest media parleys show a man who is prepared for martyrdom on the account of his publication.
The truth is the truth is the truth, and it must be told without caring about names or reputations. I wrote a book deliberately setting out the facts. I have also been very deliberate in my presentation and speaking about the book since I wrote it to make sure that nobody is able to say that I have written the book with the intention of scandalizing persons. When I said Aare Afe Babalola denied me justice, I laid out the substance of my allegation in the book that I have written. That is deliberate. It will outlive me and them. It is not beer parlor talk. It is me putting my words in writing. It is indelible. Nobody can touch it again.
This positioning is supported by his rebuffing of interventions on his behalf by his associate. It is understood that Afe Babalola is not the only one defamed by Farotimi's book, Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System. It is yet unknown if others will file any suit against Farotimi. As for those who find fault with Afe Babalola's choice of criminal instead of civil defamation suit, let them look at Israel and Palestine as a case study. Hamas attacked Israel for only a day, but Israel's defense has survived for over a year.
An aggressor cannot decide his victim's choice of defense.
Those who criticize Afe's ground of defense do so from sentimental point of view and because they are not the victim.
It was expected that even on the first day, he would have been released on bail because he's charged for an offense you can call a misdemeanor.
It sounds hypocritical that
Afe Babalola's critics
are demanding civility and feigning ignorance to Farotimi's brutal and ferocious attack. The only man who refused to defend himself against his enemies, who came upon him with all weapons of war, was Jesus Christ. Any mortal who attempts this will do so out of an absence of choice. Aare Afe Babalola's legal fight for his name, integrity, and legacy is one that should be supported by all rational men and women who understand that a man's worth lies in his reputation. Babalola's suit asking Farotimi to provide a proof for his allegations is not an act of cowardice, but one that should be commended as a bold action, demonstrative of the dictum that a clear conscience fears no accusation. Afe Babalola's personality is marked by bravery, an element that he has carried through all his life.
He's an experienced person in life, well talented.
He prays most who works hardest. That's his philosophy of life. And we have all imbibed it.
I have come to know and learn a lot from Aare Afe Babalola. He's a man you must never take for granted. If you do, you are on your own. That I will say to you. He's a serious-minded man. And if you don't know that, you don't know anything.
My daddy has achieved a lot. He's the doyen of the legal profession, having made at least 15 people senior advocates of Nigeria. He's done very well.
Thank you so much for what you are to humanity. Thank you so much for providing a platform for those that are hopeless to have hope. Thank you, Daddy, because I can stand there today as a governor of the state because of people like you.
You're worthy to be celebrated every day. For me, I celebrate you every day on the throne of Oduduwa. And I mean it. You have lived a very fulfilled life. And you are an example to each and every one of us, young and old. What have we used our life to do? How well have we contributed to our society? Not on this scale, in our own little way. Look at how selfless a man is. It is very obvious. You will come to this world. At some point you will leave. But some people, we don't even want them to leave this world. Baba, as far as I'm concerned, I want to have you forever. If you love this great icon, say Aare Afe. If you love this great icon, say Aare Afe. If you love this great icon and you really want to show it, if you love this great icon, say Aare Afe.
Like any honorable man, Afe has a duty to fight for his name, upon which is built everything he has worked for. That fight is to prove his global reputation as a man of honor.